Fall in love with you a little bit more, little bit more. Every time I think I've lost my way.
Hello guys, hope you all are doing great. You all might have seen my caption and by now you must be knowing what this video is about. I think I will be uploading this video after my delivery or whenever I feel ready. So yes, I am 24 years old and I'm pregnant. I am 24 years old and I'm pregnant. This might be a very normal news for those of you who don't know me, but for those people who know me, I'm sure you all might be shocked or surprised by this news. I wanted to share this news with some of my friends and even my relatives, but my mother, she has that belief where she told me that we shouldn't be telling people about our pregnancy, like it might bring bad omen or something. She told me that. So yeah, because of that, I didn't share about my pregnancy to most of my close friends and even my relatives whom I really wanted to share. So today in this video, I will be sharing about my experience before and after knowing about my pregnancy. Before I knew that I was pregnant, I was experiencing this chest pain, and I remember even telling my mom to give me a medicine that can cure this chest pain. But I didn't know that time that it was one of the symptoms of pregnancy. But luckily, I didn't take the medicine because before that, I knew that I was pregnant. So that was the only symptom I got before knowing I was actually pregnant. My period, it's usually between 15th and 20th of the month. And by then it was 24 and I wasn't getting my period. But I was not worried that time because I usually have this irregular period cycle. Still, I thought of doing a pregnancy test. So I had this test kit at home and yeah, I did the test and found out that I was pregnant. I was shocked. I went blank. I didn't know how to react to it because it was totally unplanned. I hope my baby doesn't see this video. Anyways, I thought of doing the test again. So on 25th December, I did 2 tests at a time and both the test kits showed positive. So you see, total 3 test kits showed positive. By that time, I was 50% sure that I am pregnant. Then I decided to go to hospital and confirm it. So on 26th December, on Monday, I went to hospital and did the ultrasound. The gynecologist, he said that I was 6 weeks pregnant. By then, it was confirmed that I was pregnant. That too, 6 weeks pregnant. It was hard to process whatever was going on in my life. I even regretted for being careless. I thought of my goals, my dreams, my career, and yeah, I felt really bad for myself at that time. I'm sorry to say this. So in order to ease my pain and my worries, I shared my pregnancy news with my mother and my sister. They were very supportive. They told me that I can continue with my plans later. There's nowhere written that you can't work on your plans, work on your goals after having a baby. They somehow helped me to accept this pregnancy. So now I'm going to share you about the symptoms, and yeah, I'm still experiencing the symptoms. I have seen people talking about postpartum depression, but there are few who talks about prenatal depression. I think I am one of those who experienced this prenatal depression, and especially when it's unplanned and when you are totally not ready to be a mom. I think you experience this depression or this symptoms of depression. So yes, at first it was just chest pain, and later, after I knew that I was pregnant, I was experiencing nausea without vomiting. It's the morning sickness and even the evening sickness. So you feel like something's gonna come out of your mouth, but nothing comes out. Then the next thing is there's loss of appetite. You don't feel like eating anything. I'm a very foodie person, but I hated every food. I even hated those food I used to crave for. I think the worst part of pregnancy is loss of appetite during the first trimester. You are starving, your stomach is yearning for food, it's growling, but you cannot eat anything. You don't feel like eating at all. Another symptom was mood swing. It wasn't that bad, but your mood frequently changes. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad, and sometimes you get angry for no reason. You feel as if you're the only one who got pregnant. You kind of hate yourself. You experience low self-esteem, and yeah, it's just bad. You feel lonely and helpless. Okay, I have talked about nausea without vomiting. Now let's talk about nausea with vomiting. I just hate this part of pregnancy. I'm still experiencing this, but it's kind of getting better now. So the reason for hating this part of pregnancy is mainly because you just feel like throwing up every time. Whether you are hungry or whether you're full, you just feel like vomiting. And most of the time it happens when you are full. Plus, the sad thing is that you don't know yourself when your stomach is full. It happened with me several times. Sometimes I throw up before reaching at the toilet. For now, I can remember only this much symptoms. There were other symptoms as well, but they weren't that bad. Although I wasn't fully ready to accept the news, I quitted all my habits that are going to affect the baby. So that's one good thing I did. Currently, I am 3 months pregnant, and I'm doing much better compared to the old me who had a hard time to accept whatever was going on in her life. I must say that I don't regret this decision. Rather, I am fully ready to bring this little human outside. I'm excited. I have a small advice for those of you who might be or get into such situations. At first, yeah, it will be very hard to accept such news, especially when it's unplanned. When such things happen, try to share it with your family because they are the people who's gonna be there for you throughout your life. Like, you feel better when you get a genuine support. You might even feel like everything's falling apart. But don't worry, that kind of thinking is just for a time being. Later on, everything falls into their places, and you will feel better. Every one of us has a different timing in life. God has different plans for each one of us. So trust the timing, trust your God, and just accept whatever is coming on your journey. Thank you for watching.